All right, folks. Good morning. I got a box of stuff here that I needed to unpack, so I thought I'd do it on video. So this is some auction finds, multiple lots from multiple auctions. I just got them all in one box. I wanted to get them out of the house. So we'll go over them, tell you what I made out good on, what I didn't. So start with this. Now, this was cheap, and it was listed as Model 24, I believe, parts. Anyway, it's the Savage over-under action. It's still got both firing pins, but it's missing a bunch of stuff. The hammer's missing, the sear's missing, all that, blah, blah, blah. Not why I bought it. What I wanted was the forearm that goes with it. Forearms are quite often missing. You can pick up a decent gun really cheap that doesn't have a forearm because they want a fortune for these. But I got it, and these do not fit together. So I don't know what this is off of. It does look familiar. It's got a single pin, little round pin. So if you have a shotgun that's got just a round pin where the forearm locks in, and there's a little spring-loaded latch just like you'd have on a Cooey, but instead of square, it's round. Anyway, let me know what that fits. And there's the contour. If that helps. So we got that. Oh yes, pellets. Another lot right here. So this was two different lots. I think I paid $5 for one and $15 for the other. I just put $15 bids on a bunch of them. Anyway, they're all the same. They're kind of a neat pellet. Was not expecting to get more than one lot. I'm not sure about the friggin' containers they're in. They've got a little notch like you would pour something out of them, but you can't. So, I don't know if they're just a poor quality pellet or if they've been shipped around for ever and a day, but they're not very uniform, the bases. But generally, once they leave the rifle, they'd be pretty round, and yeah, they don't look very uniform at all. But they got 3 driving bands on them. My new camera spot is not really working out the greatest, because once I get to about here, I lose all my light. Anyway, they got 3 little driving bands on them. Let's see. Does it say the weight? It says Champion Polaris Magnum, high velocity, 177, 4.5 mil. Hunting type lubricated pellets made in England. Extra penetration up to 25% deeper. Extra velocity. Forward sealing rings trap air. Extra accuracy. Doesn't say how much they weigh. Let's weigh one. It's an easy way to do that. This little scale that I got, when you lay it down, the cover is lower than the base and it fucks it up. So you always gotta have something behind it. I do have another one kicking around somewhere. So here, this one. Alright. No, wrong button. I don't know what pellets are normally weighed in. 9.5 grains. 0.62 grams. Anyway. I shouldn't need to buy pellets for the next 100 years. 450 in each one, approximately. So there's what, 2,700? That's probably wrong. Alright, next item up. I paid quite a bit of money for this, but I've always wanted one. And this used one popped up. I don't even know if it works. But let's try it. We have to unplug something. it works. Alright, so this is just a Lyman case prep center that's going to live on the bench somewheres. Find an empty case that's been deprimed. There's one. Seems to work pretty good. So the deal with this is the things are kind of messed up on this. These little primer pocket cleaners are wire brushes, and it looks like someone crammed a small pocket onto a large pocket. But I believe it's the same thread as these RCBS ones. At least I hope it is. Did I say that backwards? I might have. I may not have. Yeah, they do fit. The RCBS, but this is the Lyman one, and it's the same. It's the same thread. So now, if I want to say you wanted to take a bunch of military brass and ream the primer pockets, well, instead of me going like this, or like I did before, which was even worse with the Lee one, I can just put it on here and fix her up in no time. $90 I paid for this, but they're more than that if you buy them new. And I don't think you can, well, at least when that came up for auction, I was looking at it. I checked a bunch of different places to get prices on them, and they're all out of stock. So, alright, next item up. Oh, this isn't an auction item. Actually, here's 3 items. I'll throw in bonus items. I bought these new. Alright, so if you see my 22 Hornet project, well, I mentioned I was waiting for one of these. Now, the first one that I got, it was spread really wide, and it doesn't, normally it needs to be spread to put on a rifle because there's a front sight on it already. That project I haven't put front sight on. But when I went and squeezed it together, it snapped right in two. And it was, oh geez, butterfingers today. And it was spread a lot wider than that. So I think this one, I'm going to put some heat on it before I squeeze it together. So there's that. And I'll put this up right now so I don't lose it. Okay, that's on my pegboard. I lost my drift punches, so I bought a new set. Again, on an auction thing. And when I drilled the holes in that thing for the sights, my centering tool, the lines weren't lined up very well. This one looks a lot better. So I don't know if you can see that, but this is a centering tool. It goes in a drill press or a mill, whatever. There's a line on this part and a line on that part, and when you line them up, you're in the center of a piece of round stock. And the two lines, when they're lined up, they weren't even, or if they were even, they weren't parallel. So anyway, I bought a new one. I did mess up the holes on that little project. I got my scope mounts are both off to one side. I noticed it on the first one, so I put the second hole in the same spot. But they're just blank holes. I'm not actually using them. Alright. Man. More of these. Okay, I must have won 2 or 3 lots, or 3 or 4 lots. I think there's another box here. No, this is something else. Oh, that's absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing today. Those are crucibles. Alright, so I got 9 of those, 10 of those. Enough pellets for the rest of my life. And the last little curiosity item. This was $5. It's a box of 270 bullets. I don't even have a 270. I do have some brass and dies around here that I got in a lot. But I couldn't help myself because copper clad machine cast bullets. There's 97 of them. There's 75 grains. That's pretty light for 270. Might be better off for like 6.8 SPAC or one of the other 270s. What's 7mm? No, that's not. Anyway, yeah, they're a little gas checked, lubricated, copper plated bullet. Anyway, for $5, that's worth it. Actually, I think I put $10 on it and no one else bid, so anyway, that's it for that stuff. I do have a bunch of bullet molds that I bought and some Lee loading stuff, which I thought was in this box, but it's not. I gotta go find that, and that'll be a different video. I'll put up another video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll check you in the next video.